Hello, hello, and welcome to Connect In. This is my weekly broadcast on the importance of getting out of your head and back into your heart. So I really encourage you to subscribe, thumbs up, give me a comment, share with me how this is impacting you, your life, your work, your family, etc., etc. Because I believe that when we can get out of our head and back into our heart, we are unshakable in who we are. AKA, you could be your brightest, best self. And really, don't we go through life just because we want to be our best selves? I mean, we want to be the best mom, the best buddy, the best friend. So, and let's not think about best as being a four-letter word. Let's think of it as an invitation to be our most authentic self, right? I mean, love is also a four-letter word. So we have love and best. So if you love yourself, you could be your best self. But that, my loves, is for a whole nother conversation. Today, I was thinking a lot about the holidays coming up. Us in the States, we have Thanksgiving. It's sometimes a really beautiful experience to gather with your family, especially after the past couple years where we haven't had that opportunity. And um, and then, there's also the stress of gathering with family and expectations that you have on yourself, right? You all know what I'm talking about. Give me a thumbs up, a heart, whatever, if you know what I'm bringing up here. Ah, I know. And obviously, I got triggered because I thought my family was all doing something else. And they're like, "What are you doing? When are you coming? What are you doing?" And I'm like, I made other plans. So, I'm kind of on some people's shit list right now. But oh well, right, I'll have to deal with that. But the bigger question is how can we stay centered and grounded and unshakable when when we are in the midst of family expectations? And I'm not saying all family gatherings have drama. That is just my own personal experience. And there's a lot of love there too. Let's be sure about that. But how do we stay centered, right? How do we stay in our truth? Because that is so important to stay in our truth, not only during family gatherings, but during when we're at work, when we're with our friends, when we are faced with some difficult situations where it's important for us to really hold our center, right? And so, what I thought I would do for a quick nanosecond is bring us all back into our body because that is where our power is. When we can connect into our body and and know what feels right or not right for us, we can actually navigate the stress and all of that as well. Okay, so let's just take a few minutes and just feel the weight of you on the chair, in your car, um, if you're lying on the floor in your bed, wherever that is. Just feel the weight of you there. And begin to breathe. I know, I'm just like, when we are up in our head, it is so hard to come down and into our body, but our body's where the power is. So take a moment, just feel the weight of you on the earth and begin to breathe. And, don't fight where you are. I'm just inviting you to shift your attention and where your attention goes, your energy goes. So as you start thinking about coming down, you actually start to come down back into your body. Now, if you can, as long as you're not driving, go ahead and soften your eyes. Right? So there's these big cues of how to get out of your twirly head and back into your body. One is feeling the weight of you on the earth. The other is just bringing your awareness to your breath, right? And then just begin to allow yourself to come down, just noticing how you feel. So, breath to belly to feet. And if you are noticing other noises and craziness around you, it's okay. It's all part of life, right? What's important is that you have some tools to come back inside yourself. So where your attention goes, your energy goes. So if we're all up in our head twirling and whirling and what if and God, I don't want to be here, but right, that just brings our energy up. To be grounded and centered in ourselves, we need to breathe, feel our weight of the body on the earth. So breath, belly, and now bring your feet into this, right? Let's get our energy as far away from our head as possible. And that is by wiggling your toes. Right? So awareness to your breath, awareness to your belly, awareness to your feet, and keeping your eyes soft. They're all ways that you can rather quickly bring yourself out of a reactive state, which is normally a state of the mind, into a more grounded and centered and sovereign state of being you. So when your eyes are soft, you actually invite softness in your body. You invite your heart to be soft. In fact, when your eyes are soft, and no, I think it's when your eyes are soft, you can actually access your heart. Right? When you're in your head, you're in your head. You're up here, you're thinking, you're planning, you're in the past and you're in the future, but you are not here in the present moment. When you are in the present moment of breath, belly, feet, soft heart, you can access your truth, your intuition, what you feel is important in your heart, right? The other thing about coming back into your body like this is you can actually get a recharge, right? You can build your energy up when you have the opportunity to come back in to this now moment. And so, yeah, meditation's talking about this. But for me, why I bring this up is I believe our body, when we come back into our body, it actually helps guide us um, to being our brightest, best selves, to living a life that's fully authentic. And Lord knows that when we are with family and gatherings, we can lose ourselves, right? We can start creating, those 4-year-old patterns, those 12-year-old patterns, whatever those patterns that we run into when being pushed by family, right? And, sovereign isn't about necessarily being an adult or adulting. It's about being how you want to be, right? So when we fly off the handle, when we react spontaneously, when we are reactive in general, we're not grounded in our body. We are up in our head, thinking, processing, trying to figure out how to get a word in edgewise to share what's important for you. Or the other end of that is like, how do I just step back, become invisible relatively, or not share what is my truth to the people that I love and adore? We all get triggered in a gazillion different ways during the seasons of family. And so, more importantly, I just like to share with you a tool of how to come back in, right? And that tool is truly breath to belly to feet. Soften your Soften your eyes. So let's do that just for a few seconds because I think it's super important, in an energetic experience as we are all listening to this, whenever we're listening to this, we are still connected energetically, which means you have support. And apologies because right now my dog has decided it's a really good time to play. So again, life is full of life is full of distractions. How do we allow ourselves to come back into ourselves? And really, that is the biggest gift we can give ourselves, right? Yeah, I'll say that again. Thumbs up if you really understand, feel, experience what I'm saying. The biggest gift we can give ourselves and our families and our colleagues is to be our best selves. And the very, very first step to do that is to come back in and inhabit your beautiful body, to come back into your intuition, your strength, your power, to learn to look to yourself for guidance instead of looking outside yourself over and over again for guidance. We are smart, in our own beautiful ways. Otherwise, we'd be a bunch of robots, right? We all have different skill sets. We all have different ways to connect to ourselves and to others. And that makes us so richly beautiful. You know, I don't want to be anybody else but me. Lord knows there's times where I'm like, I want to be like so and so. But you know what? The truth is, I could try that on for a little while, but it's not me. So it's never going to fall in sync, right? So, what would it be like if you were with your friends, your family, and you were fully in your power, in your strength? That would be amazing, right? And so, the first tool for your heart is to come back into your body. How does that resonate for you? Let me know. So let's go ahead and close your eyes. Again, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. That's not going to work. But bring your awareness, those of you who are not driving, soften your eyes, soften your gaze, right? When soft eyes moves you into your body and into your heart and stops you from thinking, thinking, thinking. Soften your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath and allow your breath to kind of land in your belly, nice and full. Allow your breath to come into your body and actually create space in your whole being. And that happens just by breathing. Now bring your breath into your hips, feeling the weight of you on the earth as well. Now bring your breath all the way down your legs to your feet. And whether your feet are on the ground or not doesn't matter, but imagine, right, that you are curling your toes and pressing them against the earth. Breath to belly to feet. Invite your breath to travel all the way down through your body, landing back into yourself, coming into this moment right here, right now. This is where your power and strength are. Breath to belly to feet. Soften your eyes, soften your heart. And just like a little bird settling into a nest, feel yourself settling back into you. This is the place where you can be unshakable, where you can actually have a sense of calm and centered, and actually allow yourself to recharge. So when you are out of your head and back into your body, you actually get more energy back. When we are in our head, we're kind of like a ping pong ball, right? When we come back down into our body, it's like we just got this giant ball just in our belly. And it settles us, it grounds us, it's still. And when you're in this still place, this is where you can listen to what your heart holds essential. This is where you can listen to what is true or not true for you. That's what I call your heart's yes. Let's try a little exercise because the holidays are coming up, and I think, the more you practice this, the little easier it'll get for you um, as you are starting to step out to larger crowds, right? So your breath, belly, feet, soft eyes, soft heart. And then in your imagination, say to yourself, my name is, and say the name that you like to go by. And just notice how your body feels. Okay. Now, go ahead and say your name is Harry. Unless your name is Harry, then just pick another name. Okay, right? So bring your awareness to your body. Say, my name is Harry. And notice how your body responds, right? When you say the name you go by, chances are there's kind of a settling in. There's a sense of truth. There's a sense of yes, if you will. When you say the name that you don't go by, there's a sense of contraction. And so, in a way, that simple way of learning about truth or not truth or expansion and contraction can really help you navigate what is right or not right for you in this moment. And obviously, the more that you do this, the better that you get, the more you can use this as a real navigating tool for your heart, for your body, for your life. But for now, when we're talking about being with your family and holding your center in this moment, the most important gift I can offer you is this gift of breath to belly to feet. Like your attention goes, your energy goes where your intention goes. And when you can inhabit your body, you are more grounded and centered. You are certainly not as reactive. You're actually more productive if you do this at work. You know, we all get overwhelmed. We all can get super stressed, especially when there's a lot on our plate, right? And if you can take the moments, maybe for 30 seconds, breath, belly, feet, breathe into your body, into your belly, curl your toes, right? That'll bring you down. If you are in long lines at the grocery store and everybody feels like they're taking forever, instead of being reactive, breath, belly, feet. If you're at a family gathering and somebody pulls you off to the side and says, let me tell you, blah, 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 whatever that trigger is for you, breath, belly, feet. If you are at work and you get called into a meeting, especially if it's unexpected, breath, belly, feet. If all of a sudden your boss wants to talk to you, instead of being reactive, really quickly, breath, belly, feet. Notice how you feel in your body right now. You feel a little bit more down, a little softer, a little grounded. This is you connecting to your authentic power and energy. This is you coming inside to you where you could be unshakable. So, my invitation to you is practice this breath, belly, feet as often as you can, because this will help you navigate not only the family dinners and dramas, but all parts of your life. Mhm. If you'd like to learn more tools for the heart, I have a Tools of the Heart program starting in January, and I can tell you it is a life changer. So check it out. You can also find an enormous amount of resources on my blog, which is DaminiCelebri.com. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening. And please let me know how this works for you. Like, subscribe, follow. Let's be part of a community that supports each of us to being our brightest, best selves, because it's from this place that we can truly make a change in our lives and in the world. So much love to you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.